Hey guys, Tanner with Phone Skope. Today we're going to cover the Phone Skope Camera app. When downloading the Phone Skope Camera app, make sure once it's downloaded that you've allowed all permissions to the camera and the microphone. This will just make sure that you're able to read and write to the photos, as you can see here. Location while using is what we recommend. Make sure the microphone camera is on. This is just going to make sure everything works smoothly right out of the gate. If the permissions are not allowed, the Phone Skope Camera app is not going to work correctly. So make sure that your settings screen looks like this. For iPhone, you can find it under Settings, go into your apps, and look for the Phone Skope Camera app. Select that, and you'll see this screen. When you open the app, you've got three selections here. You've got the spotting scope. You've got our kit lens, which is available for the iPhone X, XS, and XS Max, and then you have the rifle scope option. Rifle scope is for the scope vision rifle scope attachments. So for today's video, we're going to look at the spotting scope. This is your home button, so if you want to go back and go into the rifle scope or lens mode, you can click that. This is your flash. So I've got it set to auto here. In most cases when you're digiscoping, you're going to want that turned off. So go ahead and turn that off. This button here is to switch your camera lenses. So you can switch between your wide angle or telephoto lens. When I press this button, just close that menu. The screen is black now because I've selected the telephoto lens. The Phone Skope can only be centered over one lens at a time. Right now I've got it on the wide angle. That's why your screen is black. So let's go back to the wide angle. So we're on the wide angle, and now you can see what we're looking at. This button up here will switch the camera from the rear to the front or the front to the rear facing camera. This button here will lock the phone's orientation. So if the phone's changing positions, it's going to stay in this portrait mode here. This button over here on the side, it'll pull up this menu. What this is adjusting your exposure. So you manually adjust that exposure. So if you're looking into some tricky lighting, you've got more control. If you're looking up at the moon or the stars, you're able to adjust that. This is for your focus. So if you want to adjust the focus manually, you can do that as well. I'll just go back, tap the screen, and we'll close that out. So down at the bottom, we've got a few more options here. This is your settings. So stabilization, filters, a timer, which is handy, watermark if you want to put your name on your photos, photo quality, how you're saving those, just a few different options. This is to dim the display. It was primarily put on the app for the rifle scope. So if you had that mounted on there, you could dim the display if you needed to. So we'll turn that back on since we're looking through the scope and we want to see the screen. That button down there, that will switch to video mode. So we've got that over into video now. So that's really the basic main functions of it. A quick way to tell if you're in photo or video mode. Photo, the button there is white. And press that, it'll take a picture. And for video, that button will be red for your recordings. So there we go. Just recorded a 3-second clip. Stop it, upload, share quickly as possible. So let's talk more about the wide angle and telephoto. So your phones like the iPhone X, iPhone XS, XS Max, the 7 and 8 Plus, even some of the Samsung phones with dual lenses. This is where our app makes a big difference. So when I tap that button, it's switching it to the telephoto lens. So what you have to do in that event is remove the phone scope from the optic adapter, and we're just going to slide that down like so. And we'll attach that again. So just that quickly and easily, you can switch from the wide angle to the telephoto lens. It's really handy. As you can see, it really helped to get rid of that black ring or vignette that was around the image. The telephoto works great in decent lighting. It still works well in low light, but the issues you will see is more noise or more grain in the pictures or video. So that's when I like to turn to the wide angle. Same thing, if you've got it centered over the telephoto and you go to wide angle, the screen's going to be black. So it's really critical to pay attention to where the Phone Skope adapter is centered. On this particular phone, the wide angle is the top lens and the telephoto is the bottom. And if you want to switch back to telephoto, just lift up this piece and slide it up. Same thing if you want to go down. Lift up the piece, slide it down, make sure that is locked in the post, and you're good to go. So that should be it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free and send us an email, support@phoneskope.com. You can also give us a call, 800-790-4480.